Hello subscribers, how are you? Today we are going to start our first session of Revit MEP for Mechanical Engineering playlist, as you can see by Romega Group. First of all, we will dive into the outline of what we are going to see in this playlist. But before that, I recommend you to watch it from the beginning till the end. And of course, at the end of the playlist, you will be proud of what you have learned during this playlist. Okay, let's get started to go through the outline. As you can see here, this is the first outline. Of course, before starting, we can, for example, edit or modify any point or add something during the process. But as general outline, we will start with introduction to Revit Autodesk. What is Revit, first of all? After that, we will dive into basic sketching tools and abbreviation. For example, how to base sketch, how to make a simple sketch, and what is the abbreviation of each command. Then we will dive into the type of Revit. For example, you have a family type, you have a project type. We will see them step by step. We will learn how to insert component and how to edit the components. And after that, we will working on basic modify tools. For example, what is a modify tool? What can we modify in Revit? How to link and import a CAD file. Then we are setting the elevation levels. We will start working with the level, how to set levels, how to modify levels, also working on views. This is the first phase of this playlist. The second phase, we will start working on mechanical engineering systems, HVAC systems, plumbing systems, maybe firefighting, we will see later. Then we will learn how to do heating and cooling load calculation inside Revit. Then how to connect duct and its equipment. For example, how to connect to duct to the machine, or how to connect three duct horizontally, vertically, how to do everything we will see in this playlist. After that, we will work similarly but in pipes and equipment. Then we will work on the plumbing systems, how to generate a system, how to generate a plumbing systems, also on pressure systems. Also, we will work on how to do a schedule quantity, how to do your bill of material or bill of quantity. We will see step by step, and we will just show a simple point about how to render if you have, for example, or if you build a 3D building, how to do a rendering process. And then we will learn how to prepare a 2D professional sheet in order to present your work. But trust me, at the end of the playlist, you will be proud of what you have learned during this playlist. Okay, we will start talking about an general introduction. First of all, as you can see here, okay, this is the Revit file. Okay, first of all, how to open a Revit file, or how can I open a Revit file? First of all, as you can see here, okay, how can I open a Revit file? First of all you need to do is to open a Revit file. After opening a Revit file, you must see this window. Okay, you will start here. Okay, after double click on your Revit, you will see this template, a new project here. You can select any category or any template type that you want. For me, I will start with metric architectural template and set project. Of course, you can browse any template, or if you have an existing or needed template. As you can see here, we have construction, metric, electrical default, mechanical, structural, residential. We have a lot of templates. Okay, let me go press cancel. Okay, metric architectural template, project, and press OK. Okay. After that, as you can see here, we are already inside the Revit. Okay, at the beginning, we will start talking about a general overview of Revit without going into details. As you can see here, we have architectural tab, we have structure. Okay, let me go one by one. For example, when you select on architecture, you have a wall. For example, you can draw a wall simply by pressing on wall. As you can see here, you can draw this wall, this wall, for example, any wall that you want. And you can place doors. For example, press on doors. As you can see here, tack, tack. Okay, you can place window. And now we are placing a random wall size and random wall size and also random window size, okay? And we can place beam, column, we can place roof, ceiling, floor, but no worry, after during the process we will go into each one by one to told you how to use it. You can place stair, railing, ramp. For example, model text. What is the model text? Let me show you. For example, model text. If you press on it, for example, let me write Omega. For example, as you can see, you can write. Add model line. You can draw any line you want. Okay, and model group and regarding room and areas, we will show them later, and areas. Okay, let me go to structure. For example, you can insert an I-beam, a beam, a wall column. We have a precast, we have a system. For example, here the mechanical, here what we have an interest in this section. As you can see here, you can place a duct, you can place a pipe, you can insert a plumbing fix, you can place another terminals, mechanical equipment, plumbing fixtures. And here we have insert. You can here from this tab here you can insert for example a CAD file. You can insert a family, a topography, a Revit link. We go deep into these details, no worry. Here we have annotate. For example, what's annotate? For example, if you want to put the dimension for this wall, simply press on align, annotate, align, as you can see here, from here for example to here. Okay, and from here, for example, you can place an angular annotation 50.13 degree. For example, you have the radial diameter, and you can place tanks. We will see them later. You have analyze. Also we will see this section regarding the heating and cooling load calculation, massing inside, calibration, view, the manage. This is an important tab here. We will see, for example, what is a snap later, how to, for example, change unit. As you can see here, project unit, what is the project parameters, how to insert parameters, how to manage links. And here we have finally the add-ins and the modify. Also the modify is a very important tab. We will see step by step how to use the modify tabs. For example, copy, as you can see here, align, move, copy, rotate, trim. We will see step by step what's these parameters. Okay, and now let me show you. For example, if you click simply on any walls, for example, if I click on this wall, I can see the properties of this existing wall. For example, this wall location, what wall center line. We will see later what's wall center line. And as you can see here, what's core center line, core face interior, core face exterior, and what's the base constraint. As I told you before, this is only an introduction. We will go step by step into these details. And you, for example, you have the graphics, you have the underlay. Okay, we will told you the later what's underlay. Okay, if I click on this wall, the most important thing that I need to told you now is, for example, when I press on wall, the properties, the current properties is for the wall. When I click the door, the current property is for the door, selected door. When I click, for example, when I click the line, as you can see, the current properties here is for line. When I click exit or escape or nothing, the current property is for the view. Okay, as you can see, if let's say, for example, let's click on the wall, we will see later. Okay, as I told you, how to export parameter, how to import parameters, how to, for example, to set the height of the wall. You will see them step by step, no worry. And the last thing I want to tell you in this session today is regarding the level. For example, here we have floor, we have level 1 and level 2. And as you can see here, let me go to elevation. As you can see, we have east, north, south, west. Let's go to east. For example, as you can see here, this is the wall that I have drawn. We have level 1 and we have level 2. For example, if you want to set your level, for example, to increase the height of the level 2, you can simply press on go to annotate, align, put a dimension. As you can see here, after that press escape, press on the level and set, for example, 5000. Or as you can see, this level can go up or down depending on the given value here. And you have also the, for example, if I want to see a 3D view of the drawing, simply you need to go to view, a 3D view, for example, camera. I want to see the view from this side, and just click. As you can see here, this is the 3D view. Go to property if you need, and and unselect the crop view first of all. Okay, as you can see here, this is a building, or this is a room that I drew. Okay, this is the building. Now what's this? Let me, for example, this oval. Okay, for example, I can see this view, for example, coarse or medium or fine details. Course, I can see wireframe, hidden line, as you can see here, or shaded, or concentric, consistent colors, or realistic. Okay, this is realistic, as you can see here, but of course this room has no floor, has no ceiling. As you can see, this is the window that I put, and this is the door, and this is the wall. As I told you, again, this session is only for introduction. Again, let me go back to the schedule or to the outline. As I told you, we will go into each point step by step, and of course, I will add some points during the process of the Revit MEP playlist. As I told you, stay tuned, and don't forget to subscribe and like to our channel to see our upcoming video. We are going to post a lot of playlists and a lot of tutorials regarding to Revit MEP and other than Revit MEP. Thank you for your attention. Don't forget to subscribe before ending, and thank you for your watching.